I am a music teacher, and I have never heard the Super Mario Odyssey OST before in my life, not once ever. So join me as we discover hidden connections, understand how music works, and have some fun along the way. We're going to get started with the title theme. Here we go. Let's check it out. Nothing happened before this. Wow, a ton of fun to start us off here with some jazzy-influenced awesome sauce, which brings us back, harkens back to the many generations of Super Mario OSTs we've listened to before on this channel. Before I give any comments, let's listen to at least one more piece of music here. Let's check out Peach's Castle. After all this, I'm gonna guess what's happening in this. Okay, so I'm going to guess, just based off the music, here's what happened. Over the skies of Peach's Castle, Bowser appeared with some type of airship. The reason I say that is because what we heard right at the end there was the theme for, like, Bowser's fleet or whatever it was in Mario Galaxy 2, if I'm not mistaken. Also, anytime we've heard Peach's Castle and we're actually in Peach's Castle and everything's cool in previous generations, the music was radically different. Nothing was the matter. However, in this piece of music, we certainly hear that something is, in fact, the matter. And so there you go. That's what I would call, you tell me about how correct I got that. On a scale from 1 to 10, how correct was that? Just from listening to that music. And by the way, that's not talking myself up, that's talking the composers up with how clear they're able to translate what's going on through the music. And you let me know. All right, here we go. Let's check out Encounter with Cappy, which I'm going to guess based off the artwork I'm looking at is the cap with the eyes. Let's check that out. Ooh, playful. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna guess, based off of what I just heard, that the Cappy character is playful, somewhat rebellious, does not always listen to what Mario says to do. That's just my guess. Or it's like playful Mario's gotta like run after him, based on what I'm hearing in the music. You tell me, scale of 1 to 10, about how close we got it right there. Your voice feels like you're talking into a can.
My voice feels like I'm talking into a can.
I got a 3 out of 10 on that one. Well, I'll tell you what. You can't win them all, can you? All right, let's keep it going. You tell me what actually is happening here. Let's check out Bonneton. This reminds me of Tchaikovsky. All right, let's talk about harmonic rhythm. What is harmonic rhythm and what does it mean and why are we even talking about it? Harmonic rhythm is how quickly the underlying harmony changes underneath a melody. And what we could hear at first in this piece of music is, check this out. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. I skipped 2, that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're hearing that the chords are changing twice as fast. So the first chord actually gets 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might have been more than that. Now I'm losing track of what my counting was. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2. Right, 2 measures each. 2, 4. And now it goes twice as fast. So it's not 1 measure each, it's half a measure each. 1 to 5. And so part of what keeps the music interesting is how quickly the underlying harmony changes over or doesn't. And it doesn't always have to go from slower to faster. It can go from faster to slower. And some pieces of music, the underlying harmonic rhythm does not change at all. But here you can see I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. That's how I count the durations of time in music. And then again I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. And then it was 1, 2, 3, 4. And then by the time I just get to the 2, so halfway from 1 to 2, we'd already gotten a new chord in the next part of the piece of music. So that's harmonic rhythm, how quickly the underlying harmony changes over. Let's check out this next one, which is going to be called Top Hat Tower. Oh, cool chord progression. Wow, really, really interesting chord progression. So what we're hearing, even from like the first piece through this, is there are a lot of blues influences going on here in this OST. Now, to point out one thing for you, oh my goodness, I have so many tabs. It is ludicrous. Okay, so we're in the key of C. Now we hear on be dum, on bum dum, and I'll actually talk you through it as the music plays. So here we have the 1. Still the 1. The 4. And then right there, so we go to the 5. Or something like that. Yeah, so then it's playing around on the 5, and it's going 5 to flat 6, which creates this Phrygian sound relative to 5. So it's almost like we're changing from the 1 feeling like 1. Now the 5 feels like the 1. Really, really interesting stuff. And so it goes back and forth between this 5 to flat 6, and then thinking about 5 as actually now being the, well, Yeah, okay, and then it does that like 3 times, and then it goes to what we'll call flat 7 for now, and then it does go to the flat 2 major, and then up a half step to the D, which is like the 5 of 5, that then brings us back to the 5, that then loops us back around to the 1. Really, really cool stuff. And again, what's based on the blues is hanging out on the 1 for 4 measures. Then going, also the ambiguity between the 1 being like major and minor, that's also bluesy. So we got 4 measures on the 1, we got 4 measures on the 4, then we go to the 5, and even going to the flat 6, you hear that in blues as well. You know, like thinking even like to like, I think Elvis might have sung this. Don't you do what your big sister done? Which I think Elvis sang that, Little Sister. And that's the 5 to the flat 5, back to 5, back to 1. That's just one example. And then you say, Elvis wasn't blues. Yeah, I know. He's one step removed from the blues. It's the first generation of rock and roll that came from the blues. It's bluesy. Okay, here we go. So how did you like that live stream you watched today? Oh, it was great. A music teacher yelled at me about rock and roll. I didn't really understand why he was yelling, but he seemed pretty passionate about it. And then what happened? Well, then he just listened to more music and just kind of kept on yelling. Oh, and you enjoy that? Yeah. I mean, I guess it was cool. That's you having a conversation with someone later today. Okay, here we go. Okay, interesting. So this is something with some type of threat to it. We're hearing something like that. That reminds me of it was the pig bad guys in, what was it? It doesn't matter. Anyway, but yeah, the pig mask, maybe? Where it's like, it sounds a little bombastic. It's a little over the top. It's almost overly dramatic. So it's like someone where there might be some threat, but like it's almost comical in how threatening they are, or they're threatening, but they're taking themselves too seriously. Something like that. Absolutely wild. All right, let's check out the next one. That's really cool. Right there. That is a rhythm motif from the Starman theme going all the way back to Super Mario Bros. 1. That is so cool. And keeping on with the sort of bluesy idea. Again, it's these bluesy ideas coming out here for the Broodals. Broodals. Yeah, some people call it the Starman theme. And that's absolutely wild. Like listen to that rhythm again here. Here it is. Wait for it. Right here. We might be missing one attack in there, but that is pretty close. That's really cool. And I don't even know what a Broodal is. I don't think I've ever seen a Broodal. I know what a Koopa is. I know what a Goomba is. I'm not sure if I know what a Broodal is. All right, let's check out the next one, which is called Beginning of the Adventure. Magnificent. Oh, come on, violins. Oh, some accordion. Squeeze box. Dark Fool Dave! Shout out to Dark Fool Dave. I remember you, bro. I remember you from the challenge. Shout out. Alright, I'm like 90% confident we're looping here. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm listening to all this beautiful music, and I gotta share something personal with you. I'm listening to this going, oh my gosh. The amount of effort that went into this piece of music, not just the composing, not just the arranging, but like the mixing and the mastering too. Like, wow. WOW. And I don't mean World of Warcraft. I mean WoW, as in golly gee, as in gee whiz, as in oh my gosh, as in wowza. Like, absolutely insane. And the reason I say that is because right now I'm actually working on an OST for a game that I'm composing the music for. And it's got some orchestral stuff like this. And the amount of work it is, bro. Dude. It's like, yeah, it's a different game. I was talking with someone yesterday who was like, yeah, you know, I think I'd like to compose music for video games and maybe produce some house music on the side. And I was like, dude, if you can compose some orchestral music, my dude, creating a house music beat is like, I'm not going to say it's the easiest thing in the world, but it is a lighter lift in terms of the amount of hours of creation that goes. Now, to be clear, there's going to be specific things. I'm not disrespecting house music. I love house music. But like the amount of like time and effort that needs to go into a full orchestral track like this is intense and absolutely incredible. So whenever you hear something like this that is all these different intricate parts to it, just know that someone poured their heart out into creating all those tiny little perfect details and absolute incredibleness. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's not just composing, it is also the mixing and mastering. I cannot understate. It's like when you're mixing a track like this, and there are, depending on how they recorded it, between 20 and 60 tracks. There might be more. There might be like 100. Like just doing that mix, bro. And if you're saying, what do you mean mix? Well, see, there's really like 4 parts to the creative process of music. The first is when you make the music. That's when you compose it and you get all the ideas together. The second is when you mix it. That's when you're going to, just like if you're baking a cookie, you need just the right amount of sugar, just the right amount of flour. It's like that, but for music. You're going to say, okay, I have all the elements here. Just like if you're going to bake cookies, you'd have the eggs on the counter, you have flour on the counter, sugar on the counter, but you're going, okay, how much do I need of each? That's where mixing comes in. It's getting just the right amount of each element to bake the music cake that you really want to hear, to get it to sound just right. And then the mastering is like when you put all of that in the oven and get it to come out just right. You get that golden brown on top of the cookies. You get that little crunch, that gooey texture. Yes, if you're getting hungry. Yeah, we're using a food analogy here. That's okay. Metaphor. Anyway, doesn't matter. Point is, the mastering is where everything gets finalized, and then finally you're going to share that music with the world, and that's marketing. So that's the 4 ways that you start, create, and then share music out with everybody. All right, let's keep it going. Shout out to Nate McLeod. Let's go to You Got a Moon 1. Also, Keeper of Flight 46126 says, can you explain to me why the flute gives me the chills? Okay, well, here's the thing. I can't tell you why you got the chills, but I can tell you why I got the chills. And like, ah. Well, it's not just that. It's like, listen, you got the main flute part, and then there's this like secondary flute part that happens under it. Insane level. Listen to this right here. You have the, and then there's little, this is like a bird, a flute bird comes underneath it. Like, the choice to do that is such an incredible, like, that's art, man. That's art. Like, I probably wouldn't have chosen to do that, right? I would have done something different. That's what makes composition so unique. And that also, oh my gosh, is like one of the reasons why, you know, listen, if you spend time on YouTube, I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to see videos of people who make music going into fear and talking about AI. And like how, you know, AI is going to, it's like, no. AI will not replace humans when it comes to creating art. It will replace a lot of them, but not all of them. And I'll tell you that, like, there's always going to be composers creating this type of music, and there's always going to be people like you and me who want to pay real people to create real music. And that's what the people who are scared right now about AI, that's what they don't see. They don't understand that people like you and me exist, where we truly value the human expression, we truly value the human process, and we truly value human outputs. And so what I would invite you to do is stay you, stay valuing the human. Because in the same way that, like, you know, I'll leave it there. Keep valuing the human. And we can keep doing that together. And as long as we keep doing that, we're going to be able to support composers doing their thing. As long as we keep doing that, we're going to be able to support game devs doing their thing. So let's keep valuing the human, is what I invite us to do. You know, don't get caught up in all the scaredness. Don't get caught up in all the headlines. Get caught up in you valuing humans. And just get more, love humans more. More love for more humans. That's what I say. All right, let's keep it going. Wow, you know, I'm reminded of the... Yeah, it's looping now. I'm reminded of the soundtrack from Ark Survival by Gareth Coker, because there's actually some similarities in the use of brass, in the use of the French horns, in the use of the percussion overall to, like, communicate a dinosaur type thing going on. And I think what's interesting too is if you go listen to the Ark Survival soundtrack, you'll hear, and it might be Garth, and I might be saying it wrong, and if I got that wrong, I'm so sorry, dude. I love your music. I think it is Gareth. Chat, can someone check me on this? I love this guy's music, and I so respect this man, and I feel like I'm getting his name wrong. Someone help me out. Please. Save your boy in the chat. Save your boy in the chat. Save me. I'm live. We're 34 minutes into this live. Save me. Somebody, please. Oh my gosh, there's such a delay on chat. Every second feels like an eternity. Oh my gosh. Somebody. All right. Well, by the time I'm done making noise, y'all will figure this out anyway. So, yeah. It is Gareth. Thank you. Goodness. I was like, oh my gosh, did I just say my dude's name wrong? All right. Gareth. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, cool. Whew. I don't know if you can tell, I've been watching some Airac videos, so now I'm saying things like, ya boy. Anyway. Yeah, point is it sounds like dinosaurs. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, this is awesome. All right, Shmuel00 in the chat asks, is this real chiptune? Okay, is this real? I bet. Listen, if you listen carefully, they left the strings and some of the woodwinds in that are playing very quietly in the background to fill out the sound. All right, love that. We're going to keep going to the next one. That's absolutely gorgeous. Let's look ahead. There are a couple more 8-bit versions. We may check those out, and we may skip those. We got a long OST ahead here. Let's check out Broodals' Confrontation. Don't be afraid of confrontation. Step up to the plate and just be yourself. You've got it. That was my message to me. Yeah, okay, we heard that. That's that Broodals theme. Well, let's actually talk about the Broodals theme. Let's understand the Broodals theme. Check it. Yo, check it. Your boy is gonna break down the Broodals theme from Super Mario Odyssey. Alright, so the Broodals, they find themselves in the E minor. And then after they're in the E minor, they go the 1, don't, 1, 2, 3, don't, I know, it's just two ones. To the flat 3. To the 4. To the 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1. That is how we would do the Broodals theme. And then the Broodals, and we'd call that the little, I'd call that the don't double don't. And then we got like a, well, we got motif A, we'll call this motif B, anyway, motif A again here. Oh, that, so maybe motif B really starts here. Oh no, really? It's all the same up to here. We go 5, 4, now 5, 6, natural 6, Dorian, flat 7, to the 6, to the 5. And that there is ya Broodals theme, yo. If I had a mic, I would drop it. If I had in style, I'd block and drop it. And I just realized I just rhymed drop it with drop it, which isn't that impressive of a rhyme. So I'm going to keep going. Check out this next one. We already heard this too. Did I mess something up? I messed something up, guys. I did something somewhere. You know what it is? It's because the bottom of this, it's because the bottom of the artwork for the YouTube is red, and also the thing how I keep track when YouTube plays is also red. That's what's going on. All right. We're back on track. That there's Lupin. That was absolutely sick. Wait, so you mean you watched this guy just listen to music and say things like that's absolutely sick? I mean, he talked about music stuff a lot of the time, but sometimes he just said that's sick and then just went to the next one. I mean, yeah, but also it was sick. Well, I guess so. Beautiful. It's like our main theme. Which we didn't write down. We should write that out. Shout out to Logan. My gosh, I should go away more often. I come back, all my friends show up. We've got Logan, we got Nate, we got J2O Juiced, all these people who I hang out with IRL over in the, Quest Tony Gamer Security Guild. Hey, guys. Shout outs. All right. Not that you're not my friend, too. I'm just, can I just acknowledge some people without making other people not feel left out? Gosh. I'm glad you're here. I'm stoked we could be hanging out together. If you weren't here, I wouldn't be doing this. So, thank you. If you're going, who's he talking to? It's you. You. I'm talking to you. All right, let's keep going. Okay, before we go any further, we're going to get that. Okay, here's the thing. This feels like the main theme. I feel like we heard this before, or maybe I'm just... Or was it Fossils? Yeah, okay, we heard it from Fossils. Alright, so that's Fossil. I'm going like, I've heard that. By the way, I've got like 500 tabs open. I'm running a live stream, playing guitar, writing stuff down. So if I have a brain slip, that's why. Alright, let's check out the next one. He's also used a bunch at the game. That's what I thought. It's such an epic theme. Like, it is such an epic theme. I'm like, surely that's going to come up again. So, since it is, let's actually write it down, understand it, break it down, because we're likely to hear it extrapolated upon, developed later on. So we got our Fossil. So Fossil, in the time we're hearing right now, is the key of G major. We hear it's gonna be 1, 4, 5. I think then it's 1, 2, 1. And it's 4, 2, 1. Oh, it's not the key of G major. That's okay. It's actually the key of C major. Of course it is, because it's a Mario game. Why would I expect any other key? And if you're saying, why are you saying that? Go check out Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, all like the early Super Mario games, all the key of C major. So we have... Let's play it now. Da, dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Well, then I'm actually writing this down all wrong. That's okay. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we actually have 5, 1, 2. 5, 1, 2. 1, 6, 5. Lord have mercy. 6, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 4. 1, 5. Bro. Alright, let's double check that. Great, we got it. Excellent. Now that we've got that cooking, let's get back to business. And that's why I want to do that. Do-da-be-da. That is a development of the... we just heard in the fossil theme, this is a development of that motif right here. Type a 3 in the chat if you hear it's the same rhythm. Ba-da-da-da. We have da-da-dee-da. And here is da-da-da-da. Different notes, but same rhythm. Type a 2 in the chat if you can hear it's the same rhythm, but different notes. Excellente. Pasta al dente. Good ears, good ears. Yes, top marks. Walter, Logan, keeper of flight. Apollo Justice fanboy. Apollo Justice fanboy, you wouldn't happen to like any of the Phoenix Wright games, would you? J2O Juiced, The Nate, Shmuel, Luke is Cabage, Luis Santos. All right, you guys are getting it. Fantastic. Let's keep going. Mic check 1, 2. Is that volume better for my voice to the music? Okay, I get it. That's beautiful. Next. That's a naughty guitar. That right there is a really fun riff. Love it. And then also over that, it's like a Phrygian major. X52 says, can someone explain what a riff is? You're gonna understand what a riff is, buddy, so check it out. Here's, I'll first play a couple examples of a couple famous riffs. Here's a famous riff. Here's another famous riff. I'll be playing that slightly wrong, but you get the idea. Here's another famous riff. So, what are the common elements that we just heard across all of these riffs? A riff is going to be low. That's the first thing. It's going to sound low. The second, it's going to repeat. The third element is it's usually going to be on an instrument. Now, that is different from what vocalists call vocal riffing. They go, Now, I just kind of did that a little silly, but you get the idea. You heard there's a whole bunch of notes. That also is called a riff when vocalists sing. So, two different uses of the words riff, but in this case, yes, a riff. Dumpling for Des says, what makes a track sound like a desert track? Well, it's using that meme of that Phrygian major. It's using that sequence of notes. And by the way, what's been really cool is to look throughout the Super Mario series we've been doing on this channel. You can go back and you can watch some of the older ones, is to see you'll have some composers that come in and they kind of have like their rebel cap on. They go, okay, I'm going to do a desert theme, but I'm not going to use Phrygian major. Then it's like, ooh, how are they going to do it? And then you see people actually navigate creating desert themes without that scale, which is, it's not saying one's better than the other, but it's just kind of cool to see. Sometimes you can use that Phrygian major sound, and yeah, it works consistently. That was me just writing a desert theme off the top of my head. right? I made it a little rock and roll. I made it a little metal. Sure, that's because that's what I like doing on a guitar. I like making these little metal. But you could hear that was like sounded direct. Like type D in the chat if that sounded directionally correct for being a desert theme. Dan did desert, says Dan Miller. Sure enough, did. And so, yeah, it's literally just using those notes in that order and sequence. Well, it's not even about using the order and sequence. It's about having this series of notes where you start on a note, you're going to go up by a half step to a flat 2, then you're going to go up a whole step, then you go a whole step plus a half step, which we're going to do as a bracket here, whole step plus a half step to 3, and then we'll whole step up to 4, we'll whole step up to 5, then we'll have a half step to flat 6, then we'll have a whole step to flat 7, and then from flat 7 back to 1, again we'll have a whole step. And that's how you can think of that Phrygian major sound right there. Coolio, let's keep on rocking in the free world. So we're hearing the underground theme right now. Okay, cool stuff. Let's go to the next one. You know what this reminds me of? A Night in Tunisia. Which I would play for you, only the last time I played you examples of jazz, I had to literally fight with a record label for 2 weeks to keep my video up. Because I played to 10 seconds of an old jazz tune. And I don't want to fight. So you can go listen to that on your own time. Night in Tunisia. All right, let's check out the next one. What game was that from? Is that Fire Emblem? Fire Emblem Fates. Thanks, Nitro One. What a beautiful piece of quasi-ambient music. And we just heard a little ma no ni na no ni na. When anytime I hear that, I just hear Fire Emblem Fates, just because I think the entire OST was just different. It wasn't the entire OST. I'm speaking in infinite. Note to self: whenever you hear anyone speak in infinite terms, it's generally not true. You always do that. No, I don't always do that. You never show... No, I did show up on time that one time. All right. Also, infinite terms usually means people are unconscious in their, like, inner child place. So, you know, give them some love. All right. Let's check out Riding the Jaxie. Cool chord progression. All right, so check this out. Riding the Jaxie. We're in the key of A major. We hear a I'm paraphrasing. Again, paraphrasing radically. By the way, if my awesome shorts editor Orbem is watching and he's like, I'm totally clipping this for a short. Bro, keep the context of the actual music in, so if I don't like stare people wrong. Okay, and then the B section is really cool. Flat 3 to 4 to flat 6 to flat 7, flat 3 to 4, flat 6 to flat 10, which brings us back to the back to the one. All right, let's keep it going. Nailed it! Sounds like OG SNES Underground. Guys, there's a sound in the background of this piece of music. Type SMW in the chat if you played Super Mario World that was originally made for the SNES, which I still call the SNES. I grew up with no one else around me who owned a SNES. I was the only person I knew who owned a SNES until I was like in college. So I said it wrong. My entire life I said SNES, and sometimes I still say it that way. All right, now if you've played it, like you know that cave, like the cave levels in Super Mario World. Now, type a 2 in the chat if you can hear that the background, there's a background sound in here that sounds exactly like it's from the Super Mario World. It's like on the left here. Yeah, dude. That's like that underground stuff. So cool, man. As promised at the start of this stream, discovering hidden connections. I don't know if this works visually. I don't have like a wide brim hat to do that with, but let's go. All right, why did I laugh right there? Because this ending right here, check out this ending. Dun dun ya da dun, often have you dun dun da da dun. Right there, it was presented with more of like a triplet feeling, but that's like, what's that like? That's like an old knock knock joke that you tell with your friends to almost be like a little cheeky. That's what that ending is to me, and that's why I laugh when I hear things end in this way. Da 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 da. It's almost like if you go back and listen to recordings from like the 50s and the 40s, the 30s, is you'll hear that like they'll end the piece of music with a cymbal grab, just like have a sound that like, and I don't know who was the first person who decided that we'd like end our piece of music by going who picked that as being the ending? I don't know, but it's like one of those things. It's like, oh, that's kind of silly. Not silly as in like I judge it as being silly, but silly as in like it's just something that's been around for so long. You're like, yeah, this guy. All right, let's keep going. Don't gamble, kids. Something like that. Don't gamble, kids. Stay in school. unless you really have a dream. In that case, stay in school and also do your dream. And then just do your dream full time. And follow your dreams. These are my message. So, Dan, what is your message to the youth? My message to the youth. Youth, are you paying attention, youth? Youth, I'm talking to you. My message to the youth is stay in school at least through high school. Then figure out something you really want to do and go all in on it. And before you graduate high school, make sure you get great grades and you crush high school. While you're in high school, start as soon as you can, as soon as you know you have a dream, start crushing on it now. Don't waste your time on anything else. Follow your dream. If you don't have a dream, by the way, go live your life and have fun. But if you have a dream of something you want to do, like, go start that now. That's my message to the youth. Start your dream now. Don't wait. You have time now. You have energy now. Do it now. Life will only get more complicated. Life will only get more busy. Start now. I've decided I'm going to give up my life of live streaming and I'm going to become a gospel music bass player. I'm going to just do that all day. All right, let's keep it going. So what was actually happening there? So we're in the key. It's like we're in the key of D. We're going 1 to 3 to 4 to sharp 4 to 5. And then we go up a whole step. Same idea. 1 to 3 to 4 to sharp 4. All my American baseball fans say. All right, let's go. Next up. Yep, good eyes. That is the fossil motif. Fragments of it. The call to adventure. It hearkens. It beckons you forward. And you, without hesitation, and with confidence in your heart, you step forward to have the adventure. I don't know who that was, but he was pretty weird. Let's keep going. No, I meant good eyes. We were just talking about baseball. All right, leave it going. This is awesome. Oh, that is Koji Kondo. The goat. If you like music like that, check out the group called Dire Straits. Dire Straits. Guitarist Mark Knopfler. The K is silent, but I said it anyway, because I am a rebel and can't no one tell me what to do. All right, let's keep it going. Hey, I'm gonna indulge myself real quick. I don't know if the guitar and the music are gonna sync up. It might not. Alright. I have now indulged myself. Sick. This is Kondo, the goat. Alright, does this keep doing what it's doing? Okay. Ooh, so pretty. Oh. Ah. Oh, so pretty. Ah. Ah, gorgeous. And I just want to let you know, if you're a gamer and you want to create your own music, I put a free starter pack in the video description. Go click on that, and you can get started on the next page. You can book a call, talk to us. I've got this program. It's called the Gamer Music Creator Guild. We bring people in who are gamers, who want to create their own music, and our average time to get people having their first music out from zero music created, and to be clear, it's a mix. You know, some folks come in with zero music experience, some people come in with some, but our average time for everyone coming to our program to get their music out into the world is, right now, it's about 72 days. Now, the average does change because every time someone releases, we update that average. So you might go look at the page and it might say something different from what I'm saying right now. It's because that, whatever you're seeing in the number when you see it is the actual average accurate to the moment you're seeing it. But if you want to compose your own music, go check out that free starter pack. Hop on a call. I've got a fantastic team of people. We're here to help you get started. And then once my team helps you get started, then you work with me and I help you actually create your own music. And we get to nerd out about music together and just hang out and have a great time. So if that sounds like something you want to do, go ahead, click on that link, get the starter pack. That'll get you started. You can actually see what it's like when you're learning from me. It's got a couple courses and things like that. And then, yeah, talk to my team. Get started. Take your music to the next level. There's no time like the present. You're not getting any younger. So if music's something you want to do, do it. Get started. Click that link. All right, next up, Lake Lamode Underwater. Ooh. Oh, so gorgeous. Wow. All right, so cool. It's like this. And then the next section. Oh, so pretty. What a pretty thing. So that's really cool. That reminds me of like a little Jimi Hendrix thing where it's like, where you just take one thing and slide it around. Absolutely gorgeous. And what a fun thing to play on the guitar as well. What's happening there is we have like this. Or is it? Might be playing it wrong. Yeah, yeah. Much easier to do on a Stratocaster because the volume knob's so far away on this thing. Because look, here's what I have to do here. I'll show you. So I have to have this knob all the way down here. Then I go. Then I dial the knob in. Then I have to bring it back down. Dial the knob. Hit it. Back down. Back down. And it goes. Gorgeous. All right, let's keep it cooking. Ah, so pretty. absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's keep it cooking. So run, jump, throw, stage 1. Yeehaw! Swing your partner now, do-si-do. That's some fast play. That's some fast playing. Alright, it's looping now. Wow, I don't think we've ever heard a piece of music quite like this in a Super Mario game before, but I could be misremembering because I've listened to several tens of hours of Mario music. But I will tell you, that is a bluegrassy country thing. Makes me want to swing my partner in do-si-do and then, you know, thread the whatever it is. Line dancing. Basically, I feel like line dancing when I hear that. All right, let's go to Found Bowser's Airship. There is an airship. I called an airship at the start of this. Why didn't you tell me there was an airship? Clearly the airship theme from Mario Galaxy. Nothing quite says that name like. And then over we have. I hope I'm playing that right. Anyway, you get the idea. Let's keep it going. I love that so much. All right, if you like music like that, you gotta check out a couple things. Check out Vinnie Moore, Moore, Vinnie Moore, who's like the godfather of metal guitar like that. Check out Vinnie Moore. Check out Joe Satriani, obviously. Steve Vai, obviously. And Guthrie Govan, I would say. But yeah, start with Vinnie Moore, because that was like Trey Vinnie Moore. Ah, so fun. And if you're wondering why the volume's going up and down, something's happening when I talk quite loud that's peaking the mic, which is causing my overall volume to go down when I'm talking loud. Yeah, okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 2 seconds. Okay, now, that'll be a little bit quieter on my voice. Should be just a little bit. Okay. You know, when I get excited and I yell, basically what's happening is my system's going like, don't let the volume peak. All right, let's keep going to a Bowser Bombardment. I thought for sure there was going to be more to that, but gotcha. Okay. Bowser Bombardment. And I'm assuming at this point, Bowser bombards us, we somehow lose, and we're going to have to come back at the end to fight him again. That's my guess. You let me know in the chat how accurate that would be in terms of my guess of what's happening right here. Now let's check out the next one. Forgotten Isle. What an incredible texture. Wow. Okay, what just happened is I was really enjoying this piece of music. My lovely wife came in to get me a refill on some water, and then I pretended, and she was so carefully putting the water down on this desk. So basically, I've got my mic attached to a boom attached to this desk, and if I do this, you should be able to hear that. Like, type a 2 in the chat if you hear a low thud when I do this. Type a 2 if you hear a low thud. So you hear a low thud because the mic technically is connected to the desk. And so she was like so carefully putting the water down so as not to make a thud, and she did it successfully. But to be funny, right as she put it down successfully without making any noise at all that would disturb your listening experience on the stream, I thought it would be funny to say ow. I thought it would be funny to say ow. Which then in fact did disturb your listening experience, so it didn't exactly accomplish the mission, but I thought it was funny. Okay, let's go to this next one. Yeah, Gamelon in the back there again, too. Wow, really interesting. By the way, if you don't know what the gamelan is, the Balinese gamelan, aka from Bali, is an instrument that is a microtonal instrument. It actually has more notes than 12 per octave, or the way that they organize them is different. If you want to understand more about microtones, I recommend you check out Sevish, Sevish. He is an artist who creates microtonal music, and he's got a website that is full of resources specifically on microtonal music. Again, that is going to be Sevish. All right, let's check out this next one, which is going to be the Odyssey Powers Up. What is happening? Yeah, Bowser in there. Looks really threatening. You know, this does remind me of New York City at about 3 a.m. when you see like rats just like scurrying across the street and like dragging pieces. You haven't seen New York City till you're out at like 3 a.m. and it's the middle of winter, it's freezing cold, and you see a rat in the street walking backwards as it pulls an entire slice of pizza into this hole and just disappears with it. That's what that sounds like. And by the way, the rest of New York City, absolutely fantastic. But, you know, if you know, you know. Let's keep on rocking and rolling. Which Mario game is that from? I know, I'm gonna pause the music. Which one is that? That's Mario World Ending, right? And now just changing? What an interesting track. I don't even really know what... Oh, it's not over. Is this like you're in a dance club or you're walking through different rooms in a dance club and there's different music playing or something? Oh, shop theme. Bowser. like we've heard that elsewhere in Mario too. Haven't we heard that in other? I feel like that's like a motif we've heard a bajillion times, and I'm just not placing where it's from in Mario. Let me know in the chat, and if you're watching this on demand, let me know in the comments if you know exactly like that right there with the guitars playing right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. It's either like a, it's like a da da be do ding, don't do do ding, don't do da 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 da. It's also like da 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 da. There's the da 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 da. Like you hear that rhythm also like in Mario Kart on SNES. Da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da. Let's keep going with Mecha Wiggler Battle. One time, I was walking down the street. A man looked me dead in the eye and he said, "Hey, are you that Mecha Wiggler?" No one's heard or seen from that man since. So let that be a lesson to you. Right there. That, I love that. Listen to it. Listen to the way that this thing turns. This is the loop point, by the way. Right here. And I don't know technically if this track loops, but like this is the point where the whole thing turns around. I love that. Right here. It's so good. So good. What a genius way of getting the whole thing to turn around. Now, I got some good news for you, and I got some bad news for you. The good news is you got a grand moon. The bad news is also good news, which is that neither one of us are going to live forever, so let's have a fun time and enjoy our lives while we're here. So let's check out You Got a Grand Moon. That was fun. Now this feels like New York City to me. Oh. We're hearing it now. This is after we beat the boss. Is that correct? So we had like the music before where the boss was causing an issue. Now we're hearing the actual theme for the real city once the boss is defeated. Type a 5 in the chat if I got that correct. Oh, this is so good. Hit that, Dave. That's Dave Sanborn sound right there. Okay, so it's like we're hearing like George Benson style guitar. We're hearing Dave Sanborn style saxophone. Go check out both those cats, people. And once you're done checking out both those cat people, you'll dig it. Yeah, Dave Sanborn sax, George Benson guitar. Absolutely delicious, delightful. Let's keep it cooking with another world stage. Gorgeous stuff. Now, we actually have a question in the chat. The Nitron says, what's my favorite George Benson song? My favorite George Benson song is going to be, I don't even remember, Masquerade. Are we real happy in this lonely game we play? Searching for words to say, looking but not finding, understanding anyway. We're lost in this masquerade. That's just so sad. It's like all in a sad song. Also reminds me to always, whatever relationship I'm in, whether it's a friend, sibling, mother, father, wife, it doesn't matter if it's a romantic or not romantic relationship. It's like, remember, you have the power. That song always reminds me that I have the power in that relationship to show up as whoever I want to be, and I can control that, and I can make the relationship as good as I can make it. And instead of being lost in a masquerade where you're in a relationship with someone where you're both playing two different roles at each other, that you get to show up and you get to decide to take your mask off and be the real you. Ah! Sing it! Sing it with me this time! Oh, they didn't start yet. This time. Sing it with me this time! Hey! Hey! Man, that one goes all the way back to Super Mario World on the SNES Above the Clouds stage. Let's check out the text, which is RC Car. Oh, Super Mario. More SNES. I got the rhythm wrong, but yeah, that's awesome. It's so cute when it's a little out of tune. Still got the rhythm wrong, but that's okay. So much fun. If you have not played or listened to or watched the original Mario Kart on the Super NES Nintendo, check it out. It's a piece of history. Come on. Oh, the amount of reverb. That's a lot of reverb. Hey! Oh, I love that. 6251. If I'm not mistaken. Oh! That, by the way, is fantastic. I saw someone in the chat say this is their favorite modern rendition of the Above Ground. I'm like, dude, this is fantastic. I love it. Love it. That was phenomenal. I loved it. The arrangement, the reharmonizations, everything. Gorgeous. Let's check out Poolside Rest. Oh, this is fun. Play it. Oh, play it. Gorgeous. Wow. The playing. Absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous rendition of, I don't actually recall the name of that one. I just call it like Level 1 Super Mario World. That's where I heard that one. Underground theme. This is a version of the underground theme. Yeah, and I'm not gonna play the rest of it because I'm not trying to play that right now. But that's okay. We'll figure it out another time. That's something. Anywho, we'll keep it going. The next part, which is underground jump up superstar. Oh yes. Wow, great singing. Goosebumps. Like the sound effects in this too are just incredible. Wow. Let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, yes, 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 Odyssey, Odyssey. Wow. Here we go, off the rails. You know it's time to race. I don't know how to put this to you. Okay, we're doing a vote. Before I say anything, we're doing a poll right now. Okay, What OST is better? You must pick one. Galaxy. I want to see, before I say anything, I want to see what you guys think. I just put a poll in the chat. Go vote on that. Because that was honestly incredible. Like, that was just incredible. Da, 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 da. It's like pulling the last notes of the song we just heard. Wow. I'm guessing it's cold here. Hey! All right, hear me out on this. Shiveria Town from Super Mario Odyssey. It's like a mix between Ireland and Norway. Ireland and Norway. We take Ireland, we take Norway, Venn diagram them together. What's in the middle? Shiveria Town. Tell me I'm wrong. Go on. Ireland, Norway. Ireland plus sleigh bells. Ireland plus snow and reindeer. Ireland like at the end of the last ice age. tell you what, I may not have the voicings perfect on this, but directionally, what I'm hearing here is we have, let me go full screen, and let me not narrate what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Okay, so the notes we're hearing is like a C, and then a G, and then a D, and I'm writing like this. You can see each note's higher than the last. So from C to G, if we take these two together, we're going to have a C5, and then we have the D, we're going to have a 9. It's like a C5, 9. Or we call it C5 add 9. Or we could call it a C add 9 omit 3. Now we're just getting silly with what we're calling this. But yeah, cool chords that sound awesome. Let's keep it going. Oh yeah, CSUS too, Walter, of course. Get up. All right, it's looping. So it might interest you to know we just ran a poll in the chat. By the way, guys, if you're lurking, you haven't voted on the poll, vote on the poll real quick. So we have what is about to be 100 votes. And I think what's absolutely nutsos is on its home turf. And when I say home turf, what I mean is a lot of times what will happen is we'll run votes and whatever the OST we're listening to kind of automatically wins. Why? The people who show up to check out that OST like the OST. That's why they're showing up for a stream. Now, check this out. The poll as it currently stands, we have which OST is better, subjective thing. It's a subjective word, but that's okay. We're going to rock with it. Which OST is better, Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario Odyssey? And we have 105 self-professed Mario music nerds here who are voting, 106 now, who voted 70 to 30. 70% to 30%. This is nuts. I'm taking a screenshot of this. 107. I'm screenshot. This is honestly not what I was expecting. 69 to 31% ahead. That Galaxy is a better OST. If you had to pick one, I got to be honest with you, I was not expecting it to be that clear cut. I was honestly expecting, especially on its home turf, for Super Mario Odyssey to be a little bit closer to Galaxy. So that was interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, it's a nostalgia play, huh? Look at that. We end the poll with a clean 70-30 split. Wow. Not something that you see every day. All right, but here's the thing. If we were to rate both those OSTs, I'd give them both S tier. Like for me. I don't know about you. I'm rating both of those S tier. Right? Type S in the chat if you'd also rate both of those as S tier. Like, they're both fantastic. All right, let's keep it going. Bound Bowl. So many Mario motifs here. Right there. Dun 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 dun. It's like the start of like the bonus round or whatever it was in Super Mario World. Dun 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 da. Wow. Type an M in the chat if you're hearing that. Type MM in the chat for Mario motif. A. All right, last lap. Yes. What that is right there, that's just outlining a 1 to a 4, a 1 to a 4, to a 1 to a 4, back and forth. It's doing a major arpeggio. What is an arpeggio? It's a broken chord. What's a chord? A chord is a group of notes together. What's a note? This is a note. 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 Now, if we take a bunch of notes, put them together, we get what is called a chord. Now, if we then break those notes back apart, but still keep the same notes, that is an arpeggio. Check out this next one, Bubble Lane. We're pretty much looping here. We're going to go to the next one. That was absolutely gorgeous. It was like an E flat. A flat. Oh, whatever happened after that, which I don't remember. But there you go. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's keep it cooking with this next one, which is going to be... Oh, underwater. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's keep on rocking in the free world to this next one. This is going to be something. Spooky. Come on now. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Cook it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I love this boss theme. This is like a bombastic battle of bravely bodacious brothers who are biking on a beautiful beach behind blue buildings, because besides both beneficial baguettes brought bangingly back before Beatrice became better. That was a lot of fun. That was like a lot of fun. Type an F in the chat if that was a lot of fun for you. Yeah, we got it. Hawaiian slide. Oh. Bro, I thought that was gonna go somewhere. Okay. So what that was we're hanging out on the 1, which was G. Then we go to the 5, which was D, and then back to the 1, which was G. D7. Back to G. Beautiful stuff. Let's keep it cooking with a scenario introduction 3. What's that one in Super Mario 64? Lethal Lava Land? Yeah, Lethal Lava Land. is Mixolydian, bro? I'm right there with a flat 6, flat 7. Mixolydian. And then the flat 6, the flat 7. Back to 1. Excuse me, I just burped and did not mean to. I so apologize. I did not mean to be rude. I just ate food, and we've been streaming for almost 3 hours here. And one of my rules is I don't skip meals just 'cause I'm live streaming. Because then my circadian rhythm gets thrown off. And I'm the one who decides I'm the one who gets to 8:30 p.m. or 9 p.m. and I go, no, I'm going to stay up an extra hour. I'm the one who gets to decide if I throw my circadian rhythm off, not the stream. You hear me? All right. Let's keep going with the Persona Plaza. Absolutely gorgeous. Pete's Pizza-tastic? Saucy? You choose. Run, jump, throw, stage 2. Let's cook it. This seems very different from the other run, jump, throws we've heard so far. Really, yeah. I mean, you tell me, Chad. It's been a long stream. My memory, by the way, to be fully transparent with you, as I normally am, always am, I'm like, we're 3 hours into this. I don't fully remember what we were doing 2.5 hours ago in terms of the music we were listening to. And to be perfectly frank, just like if you were talking to someone for 3 hours straight, you'd be like, what were we talking about 2.5 hours ago? You'd be like, I have no idea. So in the same way, I don't remember, but I don't think this is like the other run, jump, throws. Name of Cloud says, I thought Dan's guitar was part of the piece for a moment. Yeah, no, it was just me just playing along. All right, let's check out Cockatiel. Bro. I know how words work. Let's go. Wild. Okay, go on. All right, this, incredible. Now, we have Electric Fury in the chat who says, not sound like we're going, but the kitchen percussion back to this one too. I was noticing the fork and spoon emojis earlier. Tell me true. Do we know for a fact that in the recording sessions for this, kitchen utensils were used? If so, let me know. I would love to know. Let me know. You know? This is not going to be good. I can tell you from the music, this is not happy. Oh, let's go. There's a bow. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this is sick. Right here. Oh, I love that syncopation. Oh, that's so sick. That's sick. Oh my goodness. That, by the way, is a boss theme unlike boss themes we've heard, I think, in any Mario game. I cannot think of a single Mario game where I heard a boss theme that sounded like that. Yeah, we heard some things directionally like that, you know, in Mario Galaxy 1, Mario Galaxy 2, where you have the more orchestral feeling of what's going on, but yeah, this felt altogether a little bit different, at least to me, and to my ear, and to the best of my recollection, which, as we know, is not 100%. So let's go from here. Let's check out Bowser Castle, and then we'll check out Before Bowser Castle Courtyard. Or should we listen to that first? Oh no, there's Before, then next is the Courtyard. Okay, that makes sense. All right, here we go. Bowser Castle. It's like the most rock koto I've ever heard. That's not sitar, that's a koto. That is. This is like the most Japanese Mario music I've heard. Like, I know the music is being Japanese. You know what I mean. Yeah, Sakuhachi there. It's now, so that's the most like Japanese music I've heard in a Mario game, I think, ever. Also, we heard Sakuhachi, we heard Koto. I don't think those were quite taiko drums in the background. Those sounded smaller to me than taiko drums, but still, a lot of Japanese instruments being used, creating I have not heard a Mario OST like this before. This is like, also, I'm just looking at the album art, like that they have on YouTube. I've also not seen art like that for Mario game. It looks like there's like giant vegetables that are also like polygon things. There's a big waterfall. There's some Goombas. One's wearing a Mario hat. Mario's in a city. There's a Tyrannosaurus Rex that does not look like it's a Mario. It's like, this is like totally different. A totally different Mario experience. Absolutely wild stuff. Let's check out Before Bowser Castle Courtyard. Oh yeah, come on, baby. Let's go. Oh, this is sick. Ah! Oh yes, come on, baby. Some Indian swing, let's go. Call response. I can confidently tell you I've never heard a piece of music like this before in my life. Here's why. We've got, like, Irish whistles, like, I think those are Irish tin whistles. We've got some Indian percussion. We've got some brass. Then we've got... Yeah, but even right there, I like that combo I have not heard before. Absolutely fascinating. And a new sound that I mean, type S in the sound. This is a new sound for you too. Or if you've already played this game, you already know. But like, wow, what a combination of musical traditions coming together to create something absolutely altogether brand new, never heard before. Yo. All right, let's check out Bowser Flies to the Moon. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. What? Come on, bass. Wow. Absolutely, again, this melange, this bringing together of many different cultures that we're hearing. Like, we kind of went around the world, we heard so many different music cultures, and now we're hearing all of them get infused at the same time into a single piece. Man, if you are a gamer, you want to make your own music, I'll tell you, make this a case study and an experiment. Go take some instruments from radically different music cultures, bring them together, and create some music. Dude, sick stuff. All right, and also, hey, if you want some help along the way doing that, you're a gamer, you want to create your own music, I created a free starter pack for you. It's in the video description. Click on that, grab it, it's yours for free. If you are serious about taking your music to the next level, I've got a thing, it's called the Gamer Music Creator Guild. We help you, that's you, create your own music. So go ahead, click that, sign up for the free thing, get the free thing, talk to my peeps. You might even talk to me if I'm taking calls that day, and we'll get you set up. All right, let's check out this next one, which is called The Odyssey Goes to the Moon. All right, we're now looping. What a dreamy, interesting ambient soundscape that we're rocking with here. Let's check out this next one, which is going to be Underground Moon Caverns. Not what I was expecting. Let's go. Wow, what a piece of music. I don't want to stop here because I feel like we're starting to get into the end game of this OST here. So we're going to go straight to the next, which is called Wedding Hall. Why? Because I'm excited to hear what happens next. Let's check this out, Wedding Hall. So has Bowser captured Peach and he's like trying to marry her? Is that what's happening here? Okay, we get it. I want to know what happens next. Next. You will never have her. Let's go! Let's go! Mario fights back! It looks like there's a chance! Wow. This is my favorite part. Is listen to this. It's like this snare drum underneath. It's so many different instruments doing that. That's got to be a trumpet. Sounds like a flute. And maybe there's some other woodwinds in there. On top of that snare. But, da, 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 da. Yeah, it's like trumpets with a mute. That is a cool sound. That's a really cool effect. That's a really cool original idea. I've never heard that idea before in any music I believe I've listened to my entire life. And I'm not telling you I've listened to everything, but I can tell you I've listened to a lot. I've not heard that before. That was really cool. Let's check out Sorry. And that's Peach's theme. And we can always recognize Peach's theme as, how gentle are your branches. If you can sing Oh Christmas Tree, it's Peach's theme. That's how you know it's Peach's theme. And I'll play it for you. How gentle are your branches. Peach's theme. Yeah. Capturing Bowser. That's Fossil theme. Fossil theme, but there's a problem. Oh, that was so cool. So much energy. That was so cool. Now, next up, we have a piece that is called Break Free, Lead the Way. Type SMO for Super Mario Odyssey in the chat if you would like to hear Break Free, Lead the Way. And if not, we can skip it and we can kind of like end the stream here. As I'm assuming most of you guys don't really want to hear that. You know, I've been watching the chat. No one's talked about it this entire time. I'm guessing that really it's just something that you're not interested in at a very sort of like base level of existence. It's, you know, you see it. It's one of those things. It's like, I don't know, for me at this point, you know, if I drive past a fast food joint, if I drive past a Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, I feel nothing at this point. You know, I haven't been in one of those for so long. You know, eating healthy, exercising, getting to sleep on time. I just feel there's no emotional connection whatsoever. I'm assuming that's the same thing for you. You just have no emotional connection to it, and you just don't really want to hear it at all. And if we were to just drive by it, doesn't matter at all to you. In fact, you could live your entire life and never hear it again and be totally fine. Am I understanding that correct? Oh, I see. I've misunderstood this whole time. I'm now seeing in chat that no, you actually would like to listen to it. All right, guys. Let's check it out. Oh! That's just sick. Yes, it is Sonic. Oh! Wow, that's an incredible song. And I say song specifically, that is second, maybe third song where we actually have lyrics that we've heard in the entire Mario series so far. And I gotta say, that's absolutely fantastic. It had some Sonic vibes for me, in the sense it's like this sort of, it had some Sonic vibes for me. I totally agree with J2O Juiced. Shout out also, thank you to J2O Juiced, our playlist producer, for this stream, and most others. And let's go ahead and check out this next one, which is going to be called Staff Roll. Wow. Now, we're not done. We still have a couple more tracks here to go. So we're going to listen to a couple more here. There we go. This is Peach's castle theme. So right there, the dump, dump, cha cha cha, like we had before in the like mariachi one. All right, it's looping now. We'll go to the next one. Cool.
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Do you bags or a pass? Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. We can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel enchanted, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl.
Yes, I'm going to talk in the music. Thank you so much for hanging out on this stream. It is such an honor and such a privilege to be able to listen to beautiful music with you and to just be able to share my love for music with you and just to be able to enjoy music and be able to hang out with you while we both do it together. It is such a privilege and it's such an honor to be able to do this with you. From my heart to your heart, thank you. Thank you. We're going to end after this one. We're going to enjoy ourselves here for another like 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to cut the stream. Thank you so very much for joining me. Thanks for allowing me to join you. I appreciate you.
Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts a new romance. A new world's calling out to you. Take a turn off the path. Find a new addition to the cast. You know that any captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you go side to side. They're just different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air. Jump without a care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on joy, don't fret, just don't forget that you're still a one-up boy. So come on, straighten up your cap. Let your toes begin to tap. This rhythm is a power Jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't fear, don't shout until it goes. I'll be your one-up girl. Now listen, all you boys and girls, all around the world, don't be afraid to get up and move. You know that we're all superstars. We're the ones who made it this far. Put a smile on that face. There's no time to waste, so let's do the Odyssey.
Come on, guitar. Woo! What an incredible OST. Hey, to check out the entire playlist of all my Mario reactions, click here. To see the next one of the series, click here.